Hello, entrepreneurs. Rustlin with you again on INFAPORTFINANCE and a new issue that will help you conquer the business world. Today, we're going to talk about something that can be a game changer for your small business: going global. The world is changing, and thanks to the internet and e-commerce, going global has become more achievable than ever for even small companies. Just think, more clients, more sources of income, and a chance to make a name for yourself on the world stage. So, you're probably thinking, why would I even bother with international expansion? Wouldn't it be easier to focus on the local market? And I understand. Building a business is hard enough as it is. But the thing is, going international isn't just about expansion, it's about a smarter approach to business. Imagine your local market experiencing a recession. It's not very pleasant, is it? But if you have diversified your business into other markets, you are less dependent on success in one region. In addition, think about the growth potential. The global market is huge. Even a small slice of this pie can significantly increase your revenue and customer base. So now that you're fired up about new possibilities, let's break down exactly what we're going to talk about in this video. This is your step-by-step plan to conquer the global market. First, we'll talk about the importance of thorough market research. You can't just go into a new market blindly. We'll discuss how to find your ideal target audience, explore cultural sensitivities, and analyze competitors. Then we're going to talk about product customization. Sometimes you need to change your product or service to make it resonate with a new audience. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of the steps you need to take your small business to the world. So, entrepreneurs, let's talk about money. After all, to be honest, going international is first and foremost about developing new sources of income and growing your business. Think about it. Your local market is just a tiny piece of the global pie. There are billions of potential customers out there just waiting to discover your great product or service. More customers means more sales, which in turn means more revenue for your business. You can start small, try your hand in a new country, and gradually expand as you grow. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, diversify your business empire. Now let's talk about risk management. We all know that the business world is unpredictable. Economic downturns, political instability, and even natural disasters can jeopardize your plans. By expanding into multiple international markets, you are essentially creating a safety cushion for yourself. If there is a downturn in one market, you have other markets to lean on. This diversification strategy reduces your dependence on any one region and protects your business from potential risks. From local hero to global, icon, creating a meaningful brand. So, entrepreneurs, let's talk about branding. Because in today's highly competitive environment, building a strong brand is more important than ever. When you go international, you are immediately perceived as a more stable and reliable player in your industry. Moreover, entering new markets opens your brand to a wider audience. You'll be able to reach new customers, create more hype around you, and solidify your position as a leader in your field. Measure 7 times, cut once. Research is your secret weapon. So, entrepreneurs, let's talk about market research. Before you even think about launching in a new country, you need to understand what's involved. Choose the battlefield, the search for the perfect market. Now that the whole world is at your feet, it can be tempting to expand everywhere at once. But don't be in a hurry, cowboys. It is critical to approach market selection strategically. Not all markets are equally good, my friends. Start by identifying countries where there is high demand for your product or service. Competition assessment: don't go into battle unarmed. Once you've identified a few promising markets, it's time to evaluate the competition. Remember, entrepreneurs, you are not the only shark in the ocean. Before you rush headlong into a new market, you need to understand who you're dealing with. Who are the main players in your industry? What are their strengths and weaknesses? Cultural literacy: speak the language of your customers. So, entrepreneurs, let's talk about one of the most important but often overlooked aspects of going global: cultural literacy. The fact is that what is a success in your country may fail miserably in another. Different cultures have different values, beliefs, and communication styles. So it's important to do your homework and understand the cultural sensitivities of your target market. Strength test, try the water before diving in. So before you throw all your weight around and embark on a full-blown international expansion, it's always a good idea to try your hand at it first. It's like testing the water with your toe before you jump in head first. That's where market testing comes in. Its essence is to try out your product or service in a small controlled environment to see how it will be received. You can start by selling your product online to customers in your target market. The numbers don't lie analyzing the path to success. So, entrepreneurs, here's the thing. Market research is not a one-time action. It is a continuous process of collecting, analyzing, and adapting to information. When starting to develop new markets, it is very important to track your progress and measure your results. By tracking key metrics like site traffic, sales conversion, and customer feedback, you can gain valuable insight into what's working and what's not. Think globally, act locally, adaptation of proposals. So, entrepreneurs, let's talk about one of the most important aspects of international expansion: product or service customization. The fact is that what is successful in your home market may fail miserably in another. Different cultures have different needs, preferences, and expectations. For example, let's say you sell clothes online. Something as simple as size can vary greatly from country to country. And it's not just about physical goods. Services also need to be adapted. Lost in translation? Overcoming the language barrier. Speaking of language barriers, the importance of translation and localization cannot be overlooked. The fact is, entrepreneurs, simply translating your website or marketing materials verbatim is not enough. You need to go beyond literal translation and adapt your message to the local culture and language. It's about making sure your message resonates with your target audience on a cultural and emotional level. The magic of marketing, making your message resonate. So, entrepreneurs, let's talk about marketing. After all, even the best product or service in the world will not sell on its own, especially in a new market. The point is that your marketing strategy needs to be customized just like your product or service. What works in your home market may not resonate with consumers in another country. The key to success is to do your research. Understand the local media landscape and tailor your marketing mix accordingly. Don't underestimate the power of cultural appropriateness. Professional counsel, entrepreneurs' cultural appropriateness is important. When consumers feel that a brand understands their culture and values, they are more likely to trust that brand and feel connected to it. This means going beyond simply translating marketing materials. It's about incorporating local imagery, references, and stories into your message. Remember, entrepreneurs, going global is not just about selling your product or service. It's about building relationships with consumers from different cultures. So, entrepreneurs, now that we've covered the importance of market research and product customization, let's dive into the fascinating world of go-to-market models. This is where theory meets practice, folks. It's about choosing the right strategy for your business to actually get out and start operating in your chosen international market. It's like choosing your own adventure. The best go-to-market model for your business will depend on a number of factors, including your industry, your risk tolerance, and your overall business goals. First of all, we have direct sales. This is the most practical approach to international expansion. It involves selling your product or service directly to customers in your target market, without intermediaries. This approach can be a bit more complicated, especially for small businesses. It requires building its own infrastructure, establishing distribution channels, and overcoming the legal and regulatory barriers of the new market. However, the advantage is that you have complete control over your brand, pricing, and customer relationships. If the thought of going it alone in a new market seems daunting to you, don't worry. There are other options. One popular approach is to partner with a local company in your target market. This can be a joint venture where you set up a new entity with a local partner, or a strategic alliance, where you collaborate on specific projects or initiatives. Partnering with a local company can give you valuable insight into the local market, access to established distribution channels, and the authority that comes with a local presence. Another option is franchising. This involves giving another company the right to use your brand, products, and business model in exchange for a fee or royalty. Franchising can be a relatively low-risk way to enter an international market, since the franchisee bears most of the financial burden. Exporting and licensing. Tasting the water. Let's say you're not ready for direct sales or partnerships. Consider less risky options: exporting and licensing. Exporting allows you to sell overseas without significant investment. Licensing gives you the right to use your intellectual property. Protect your assets. The legal maze of international business. Let's talk about the legal side of international expansion. Getting the legal side of things right is critical to protecting your business. Understanding the legal framework of each country in which you do business is essential. Different countries have different laws and regulations. Failure to comply with the laws can result in huge fines and reputational damage. Taxes. Navigating the global tax landscape. Now let's talk about everyone's favorite topic: taxes. International tax laws can be incredibly complex. Your tax status determines where you pay taxes and what treaties apply. Different types of taxes, such as income tax and VAT, can vary significantly. Tax laws are constantly changing. Consult a qualified tax advisor to do things right. So, entrepreneurs, here's the main thing. To understand the legal and tax intricacies of entering the international market is not an easy task. That's why it's important to have the right team of experts in your corner. First of all, you will need a good international lawyer. Look for someone who specializes in cross-border transactions and has experience working with businesses in your target market. Your lawyer can help you choose the right legal structure for your international operations, draft and negotiate contracts with foreign partners, suppliers, and customers, ensure compliance with local labor laws and employment regulations, as well as protect your intellectual property rights in foreign markets. The numbers don't lie. Accountants can help you stay on the plus side. Next, you will need a top-notch international accountant. Look for someone who is familiar with the tax laws and accounting standards of both your country and your target markets. Your accountant can help you with a range of tasks, including setting up international accounting systems, preparation and filing of multi-jurisdictional tax returns, compliance with transfer pricing rules, and minimization of tax liabilities, providing financial advice and recommendations on entering the international market. Remember, entrepreneurs, you don't have to be a legal or tax expert to take your business international. But you need to surround yourself with the right people who will guide you through this process and help you make informed decisions. Show me the money funding your global takeover. Let's talk about financing your international market entry. Even the best business plan is just a pretty piece of paper with no money. There are more funding opportunities today than ever before. You need a solid financial plan. Determine how much money you will need to start and maintain your business. Where is the bank? We are studying financing options. Once you have a clear understanding of your financial needs, it's time to explore your financing options. And trust me, entrepreneurs, there are many ways to raise capital today. One option is traditional bank financing. This could be getting a business loan, opening a line of credit, or even export financing if you plan to sell goods abroad. Another area worth exploring is government funding programs. Many countries offer grants, subsidies, or tax breaks to companies that are expanding their activities internationally. These programs can be a valuable source of debt-free funding, which means you don't have to give up a stake in your company. And let's not forget the wonderful world of venture capital and business angels. If you have a highly profitable business with global potential, raising funding from investors can give you the fuel you need to grow quickly. Currency chaos, the taming of the exchange rate roller coaster. Now let's talk about one of the biggest financial risks of doing business internationally: currency exchange rates. The thing is, entrepreneurs, those little numbers after the decimal point can have a big impact on your bottom line. Imagine this. You've negotiated a great deal with a foreign supplier, but then the exchange rate changes against you, and suddenly that great deal isn't so great anymore. Or, let's say you set the price of your product in a foreign currency, and the exchange rate changes in your favor. That's great news, right? Well, not necessarily. If you haven't taken care to hedge your currency risk, you could lose some of your hard-earned profits when you convert them back to your country's currency. The art of the safety net, protecting your business abroad. So how can you protect yourself from currency volatility? This is where currency risk management comes to the rescue. One common strategy is the use of forward contracts. This involves fixing the exchange rate for a future transaction, essentially eliminating the risk of exchange rate fluctuations. Another option is to use natural hedging techniques. This could be, for example, purchasing goods or services in the same currency as your sales, or opening local bank accounts in your target markets to store foreign currency earnings. And of course, you can always consult with a foreign exchange specialist or financial advisor to develop a customized risk management strategy for your business. Because let's face it, entrepreneurs, when it comes to international finance, it is always better to be on the safe side. So, entrepreneurs, today we have covered a lot of issues, from the intricacies of market research and product adaptation to the legal, tax, and financial aspects of going global. Remember, going international is not just about selling more products. It is about creating a legacy that transcends borders and cultures. Market research is everything. You can't just enter a new market blindly. Take the time to understand the local culture and the needs of your target audience. Adaptation is the key to success. I know what you're thinking right now. This all sounds great, but where do I start? And I know what you're thinking. It can be difficult to take the first step towards entering the international market. But the thing is, you don't have to do everything at once. Start by setting realistic goals. You might want to try your hand at a new market before you invest everything. Or you may want to focus on building a strong online presence in your target countries before creating a physical presence. The key is to break down your international expansion plan into manageable steps and celebrate your successes along the way. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither was a global business empire. Before we wrap up, I want to share with you some resources that can help you on your journey to entering the international market. First of all, check out the resources section below this video. I've included links to amazing organizations, websites, and tools that can provide valuable information and support to companies looking to go global. You will find links to government agencies that offer export assistance, trade associations that provide industry information, and online platforms that connect companies with international buyers and suppliers. And don't forget the power of networking. Attend industry events, join online forums, and network with other entrepreneurs who have experience in your target markets. Learning from others' experiences is invaluable. That's all, entrepreneurs. I hope this video has inspired you to think big and dream big, and take your business to new heights. Remember that the whole world is at your feet. Do it. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe to my channel INFAPORTFINANCE so you don't miss new episodes on business, and press the bell to be notified of new videos. And as always, I'd be happy to chat with you in the comments. What are the biggest challenges you face when it comes to entering the international market? What tips or advice would you share with other entrepreneurs? Let's continue the conversation, and let's help each other achieve success on the world stage.